Hey guys, what is up? It's Courtney Lynn and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is jam-packed with a ton of spring cleaning motivation for you guys. Also, I threw in some spring decor inspiration for you as well. So I have a ton of stuff that I'm getting done here in this video today. So if you are ready to clean along with me, buckle in and let's get started. If you are watching for some motivation, get ready because this video moves very, very quickly. Let's get started, guys. All right, I'm starting off today with my to-do list. You guys know that I cannot function without making a to-do list, especially when it's an extreme spring clean like this. So what I have here is a dry erase paper sleeve that you can slip papers into and use as a dry erase board. That way I can just reuse these to-do lists over and over. So on my list today, it says living room and entryway, and I'm adding two things that were not on the list. This is why I love these little dry erase sleeves, is I can add things. And I'll talk more about what I'm adding here in just a few minutes. But starting off today, whenever you're doing a deep clean like this, an extreme clean, spring clean, whatever you want to call it, make sure you're starting from the top and working your way down. So our ceilings are extremely tall, so I had to get the big ladder, and it's always a huge ordeal when I have to clean this ceiling fan. So as you can see, it doesn't get done very often. But what I'm using to clean this ceiling fan today is I'm using a pillowcase. And this, if you slip that pillowcase around the blades and pull it off, it keeps all of that dust in the pillowcase and keeps it from landing everywhere else in the room. So I'm doing that real quick, gonna get the majority of the dust off of the blades. Then I'm gonna go back through with a little Swiffer duster and catch, again, the rest of the dust that did not come off with the pillowcase. Then I'll go back through with some multi-surface spray and a microfiber and just dust this entire fan down. So I want to go back and revisit my to-do list, kind of talk you through all that I want to get done today. And so I wanted to obviously get this fan done, and then I wanted to remove all of the spider webs, and you guys will not believe how many spider webs were actually up. You can't ever see them until like you have company over at your house, and then you're like, oh my word, there's spider webs everywhere. So I do that even if I can't see spider webs, I try to get all of those down. I wanted to dust the blinds in this room because they were very bad. And I also wanted to wash the window and also wipe down and wash the doors and the glass in the doors. I wanted to clean all of the baseboards in here, dust down all of the furniture, all of the things on the walls, and also vacuum and then sweep and mop the entryway and back door area. So as you can see right here, I moved the ladder around the room and I am now wiping down the lights. And then I'm gonna be like wiping down the vents and stuff up here. So we live in a dairy community, and so flies are bad like year round. And so we have fly specks terribly, like you cannot even believe. So all of the lights and the vents were just covered in fly specks, like so awful. So I'm just going through and wiping down every single one of these lights and the vents, making sure they are looking a little bit better. And then my mom, which is not on film, but my mom did go through with our mop, and she literally mopped the entire ceiling of the living room with a mop to get all of these fly specks down. And it literally took her like so long to do, and it was a hard job, but she did it. She did not want to be on film, but we did get that done as well, and the ceiling looked like it had a fresh coat of paint. Turns out it was just dusty and fly specks had covered it entirely. So I did want to mention, maybe you do not have about 30 minutes to kill just to watch this video, and you would really like to clean along with me later. You can always save this video to your watch later playlist here on YouTube, and then you can easily revisit that whenever it is time to clean. It's also really cool to have because if you follow lots of other cleaners on YouTube, you can create your own little playlist of all of our videos, like a collaboration of a bunch of our videos, and you can just have it playing like non-stop on your TV the entire time that you're cleaning. You will never run out of motivation with all of the YouTubers here on YouTube. All right, so I'm just going through with a broom and knocking down any spider webs. Like I said earlier, you can't always see them, so I'm just kind of making sure I get in every little corner and all of the edges of the walls and stuff, because you don't see them until someone else is at your house and points them out. So just to be safe, I just try to hit them all as if they were there. Moving on my to-do list, and I wanted to get this door wiped down. Like I said, there's fly specks everywhere in our house. Super gross. So I'm wiping down with a rag and some multi-surface spray. I'm just wiping down all of like the door frames and then the door itself, because our door frames are white and I just want them to be nice and sparkling white as much as possible, even though they probably need a fresh coat of paint, but I want them to be looking their absolute best. I don't know about you guys, but when I am cleaning, I have to have like something playing in the background, whether it be music or a podcast or a movie, or I have to be like talking on the phone. But most of the time I'm talking to my mom, because I still live with my mom and she is always around when I'm doing cleaning. She doesn't ever want to be on the videos, but she's always helping behind the scenes, and we are always chatting it up about something. We never run out of things to talk about. So if you guys ever see me just talking or maybe laughing or smiling, it's because I'm talking to my mom. And literally, we can pass the time so easily when we're just chatting it up together. It really makes cleaning so much fun to just be hanging out with her while doing that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys can find me as a person who you like to hang out with while cleaning. I know that kind of the conversation doesn't go both ways, but I hope that you guys can enjoy spending time with me and getting some motivation and just hanging out and hearing me talk about probably the most random things that don't really make sense or matter in life. But I hope you enjoy it and that we can become friends here and have fun cleaning together. Okay, moving on to one of my least favorite parts of spring cleaning. Like literally, I hate this so much. And this is cleaning the blinds. So I pulled out our little buffet table and I'm going to sweep up everything that was behind this table first of all, so that I don't step on it. And then I'm gonna get to cleaning the blinds, because this is such a long process, especially for our blinds. I just try to go like slat by slat and wipe down every single one of them and try to get all the dust off. Like we dust them throughout the year, but I try to do at least once or twice a year, like hand wash every single little slat. It is the most time consuming thing, because not only do you have to go in between every little slat, then you have to flip the blinds over the other way and do it all over again. So this is definitely my least favorite part, and I'm curious, what is your guys' least favorite part of spring cleaning or extreme cleaning or even day-to-day cleaning? Like, what do you guys dread the most? For me, it's definitely blinds. I don't know why. I guess just because it takes a long time, but I do not like this at all. Thankfully, I only had one set to do today, unlike the kitchen that has 3 sets. So bear with me on this, but let me know what your guys' least favorite household chore is. I'd love to hear it. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. I am slowly growing here on YouTube. I'm a newbie compared to most, but I'm having so much fun. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, because I have so much fun content coming up. Lots of spring cleaning going on, spring decor, so much fun stuff that I've got planned. So make sure you're subscribed, because you are not going to want to miss anything else that I come up with that I can think of in this crazy brain of mine. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. So what I'm doing right here is, after I finished the blinds, I took a microfiber cloth and some Sprayway glass cleaner, and I'm just going over all of the blinds now, making sure that I didn't miss anything and I didn't leave any streaks. Now, before I get into cleaning the inside of this window, I ran out of cleaner from Target, so I'm making my own multi-surface spray. I just got some Lysol concentrate and I'm adding some warm water to it, and this has become my best friend because it not only cleans really good, but it also smells amazing as well. All right, so for the inside of this window, I am just taking the same rag that I used on the blinds and I'm wiping the entire thing down, the windowsill, the panes, all of that, making sure it's cleaned off first. Then I will go back and clean it with some glass cleaner, but first just getting the majority of the dust and dirt off. Taking our little cordless vacuum and sucking up all of the dead bugs that were in the windowsill. It's so gross. And I'm taking a little Q-tip because in the edges of the windowsill it was so nasty. So I took a Q-tip and tried to clean that out as much as possible. Then I took a toothpick and just scraped it along like the edge of the window, and more stuff came out. So vacuumed that up and cleaned it up as well. Okay, now that it's all cleaned up, I'm just gonna make these windows shine, make sure there's no streaks on them, and the best way that I can do that is to use my favorite, you guys already know it, spray away glass cleaner and a microfiber cloth. So behind this little buffet table that we keep by the front door, I just thought I might as well grab the baseboards behind there, get those wiped down, and then just kind of wipe down the ground behind it so I don't have to move it again when I mop later. So I'm moving on to our back doors here in our living room, and same thing here, just gonna wipe them down on the edges, make sure there are no fly specks or dust, anything like that, even marks on it, make sure that's all cleaned up, and then spray away glass cleaner on the windows. I saw the back of my shirt and it reminded me, I just wanted to kind of introduce myself a little bit. I've gotten some new subscribers here recently and I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on a little bit of who I am. So my name is Courtney Lynn, like I've already mentioned in this video. I am 20 years young and I will not let anybody forget that I'm only 20 years old. And I live in California, born and raised, very proud of it. I love where I live. I'm in the Central Valley, one of the most beautiful parts of California, in my opinion, besides the beach and the mountains, of course. But I love what I'm doing. I am a full-time piano teacher. I also help teach music at a private school that I graduated from. And what else do I do? Oh yeah, I do YouTube as well. Having a lot of fun creating videos on YouTube and trying to grow a community here, or grow and be part of the community that's already established here. So that's a little bit about me. If you guys would like to let me know a little bit about you, I would love to get to know you more. I know I have some subscribers who have commented recently, some from Germany and also from England, which I think is so cool. So let me know where you guys are from, what country you live in, or even which state if you're part of America. I would love to get to know you guys better and hear where you're from. So as I've been talking, you will see here in the video that I am cleaning the baseboards. That was also on the list. So we didn't have like a ton of area of baseboards here in the living room, so I just grabbed that really quickly. And I'm moving on to the part of my to-do list that talks about dusting the furniture. So I kind of counted all of the pictures and frames and stuff, canvases on the wall as part of the furniture. So I'm just taking a second and gonna get those all cleaned up as well. Oh, let me talk about my family while we're looking at my family's pictures on the wall. So, like I said, I live with my parents and I love them dearly. Some of my bestest friends in the world. They are my greatest supporters and they always are keeping me on track and keeping me encouraged, that's for sure. I have a younger brother and a younger sister who are also some of my bestest friends. We as a family love to sing. In fact, me and my brother and sister all write music and we sing the music that we write. It's all gospel music and we just have so much fun singing together, making music and making memories. And so that's a little bit about my family and I'm sure you'll get to know them. The more that I continue to post, I'm sure they will be making their grand premiere in my videos. In fact, you will see my dad today in one of the shots because he's going to be helping me hang some stuff here in the living room. I've moved on to the mantle here, and I'm just going to dust this entire mantle really quickly. I wanted to make sure that it's ready to go because we're going to be throwing some new spring decor up here, getting it ready to look pretty for the weather changing, which here in California, it was like 80 degrees yesterday. So spring is pretty much hit here. So it's warming up for sure, but getting our house to kind of cooperate with the weather. So bringing those brighter colors back in, and I'm going to be decorating with some bunnies today. Because Easter will be here before you know it, so we thought we would just might as well bring in bunnies while we're decorating, and then when Easter gets closer we can bring in a few more things that associate with that. But today it's just going to be light colors and bunnies. So we had moved the couches out of the way so that we could clean the ceiling and the light fixtures and stuff. So while they were out of the way, I decided to vacuum and clean the baseboards that were, you know, where the couches usually sit. So that was perfect for spring cleaning. They were already moved. Thought I would grab it while it was moved and then move it back into place once I was finished. I always have this fear when we move furniture in our house that I'm gonna move it one of these days and I'm gonna find like a dead mouse or something. And I always have that fear every time I move it. And to me personally, it's never happened. Like even under my bed, I have that fear. I'm like, am I gonna find something dead under here? And it's never happened, but I still have that fear. Now that I got the couch back in place, I'm moving these little recliners out of the way so that I can clean under them as well. So one of my favorite YouTubers that I love to follow here on YouTube, you guys already know, I mentioned her before, but Amy Darley is seriously like one of my favorite YouTubers. She's so down to earth and I love her content. Anyways, she sometimes has played this game on her channel, which I think is so much fun. You guys know the game Would You Rather. Okay, so I'm gonna give you two options. We're gonna play the game that Amy plays, and I want you guys to chime in and join along if you are still here on this video. All right, so would you guys rather, comment down below, let me know what would you rather, but would you rather have to clean toilets all day long or scrub showers all day long? Like if you had to pick, someone handed you either a little toilet brush or they handed you a little scrubber for the shower. What are you gonna choose? You gonna choose showers all day long or are you gonna choose toilets? For me, I would probably pick the showers over the toilets. I don't know. That's a tough one because showers are way bigger to clean than just a toilet, but toilets are way more gross in my opinion than a shower. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. What would you rather? All right, I am getting things crossed off my to-do list, and it's so satisfying to me to be able to go back to that list and just check one more thing off. I don't know. Is anybody else like that, or is that just me? All right, guys, time to do one of my favorite things in the world, and that is decorate. I love the cleaning. I love getting things, organized and set up, but probably one of my favorite things is adding decorations to a space and making it come to life a little bit, which I am not the best at, but my mom is really, really good at decor, so she's always like right behind me, helping me, telling me, no, Courtney, that's absolutely terrible, or hey, try this, or switch this. So we are adding some greenery today. That's the main thing that we're doing. We like to keep our spring decor pretty light. We don't like to add like a ton of stuff to it. So we're going with a little bit more of like a neutral spring. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I decided to take out these pink flowers and kind of add just more greenery. And then a couple little sprigs of, I don't know what it's even called, but it just has tiny pink flowers on it. So it's way more subtle than the big pink flowers I had in there before. And we liked that a lot better on the mantle. So like I said, we're adding bunnies to our mantle and also a little bit of a light pink color. So just a little bit of spring pop in there, but lots of greenery because it's time for that. Speaking of greenery, we have this potato bush, and I have to tell you guys this. We have this potato bush in our front yard that we are not gardening people like at all, like terrible. We don't even know what we're doing. But this potato bush died like with the freeze. So not only did the entire thing just freeze and die, but also on the inside of it, it had frozen died from the year before. So the inside of it was dead, but then it had grown on top of that. I don't even know how to explain that or if that makes sense. But me and my dad recently pruned that thing to the bare minimum, literally no green left on it whatsoever. We took every bit of it off, and we are just hoping and praying that it will come back to life because it is huge and it is so ugly right now. So if anybody has gardening tips, I am open for them because I have no idea what I am doing. But I will say that we have seen a few little buds on it. So we are taking that as a good sign that new life is coming. I read that right now was a good time to, prune potato bushes. So I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed that it actually comes back to life. Right here, I'm switching out our white and gray floral print pillow covers, and I'm switching them out with our pink and bluish, greenish, springy looking pillow covers that we got off of Amazon, and just gonna mix these in with the gray pillow covers that we already have out. So I kind of talked through the entire time of me decorating our mantle, but I hope you guys like that, and maybe it'll give you a little bit of spring decor inspiration to keep things light and simple, but really, really cute. So on this table, we just kept it pretty simple as well. All right, now I am bringing out the vacuum once again to get the majority of the living room area. I did vacuum already, obviously, underneath the couches and where the ottoman is, but now it's just time for like that final vacuum now that I have already done all of the decor in the room. So we're wrapping up this video, wrapping up the to-do list, getting closer. Now, I talked about what I do not like to do when I'm cleaning, which is doing the blinds. Cleaning the blinds, I do not enjoy that. But let me talk about what I do enjoy when cleaning. There are two things that I love to do when I clean. First thing is to mop. I think that mopping is so satisfying. I do not know why. And not just like steam mopping, but like pine sol in a bucket mopping. Like, I just think that is so, like I said, satisfying. There's something about it, and I'm really strange. I know that. I'm fixing a mop here in just a second with some Lysol and hot water, which is why I thought of that. But also, one of my favorite things to do when cleaning is to clean the stovetop in the kitchen, because I get the little scrubber pad and I get some barkeeper's friend, and I don't know, it's also very satisfying to me to get that all cleaned up and looking shiny again. So maybe you guys want to tell me what your favorite household chores are. I've asked you what your least favorite are, so tell me what your least favorite is, and then tell me what your favorite is, if you have one, if that's even possible for someone normal, because I'm not normal, so I wouldn't know. But you guys let me know. All right, once the floor was dried, I went ahead and put the rugs back in place. And then it was time to go get some dinner, because that was very important. So we decided to go out actually and grab some dinner. So later that night, the only thing that I had left was for my dad to put the mirrors up. Now, we bought these 2 mirrors a while back from Walmart, and we wanted to hang them up on the sides in our living room, on the sides of the canvas that we have in there. We just felt like it needed something else by the canvas, and we thought mirrors would open up that wall, and let me tell you, it did. It totally made the space feel bigger, and I love how you can it kind of opened up the space more to the kitchen, because now you can see the kitchen, and also to the dining room, so I thought that was pretty cool. So here is my dad. He is the master picture hanger, mirror hanger, everything. He is all of that for us. He's awesome at it, and the reason that he's awesome at it is because us girls are terrible at it, so that makes him awesome. But as you can see, these mirrors just really, like I said, opened up the space, and I loved the way that they looked. So here I'm just getting them all cleaned up for the first time, making sure they are completely dusted, no streaks, and looking good. And that was the final thing left on my to-do list for today. I got so much done on this spring cleaning here in the living room. Whatever you call it, spring cleaning, deep cleaning, extreme cleaning, whatever it was a cleaning from the top all the way down to the bottom. Literally got so much done in this room. Even some decor put up. I was very happy with how it turned out. Simple, but cute. Feels clean, feels like a brand new room, and I love that. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me all the way here till the end. If you are cleaning along, I hope that you are getting some cleaning done. If you're watching along, I hope that you found some motivation, some inspiration. And as always, I hope that you guys would subscribe to my channel so that we can stay connected here for more content like this to come. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.